Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're going to do another Divine Feminine reading for you all for this week. It is a timeless reading, and I'm just going to go ahead and dive in. I'm going to use the Divine Feminine Oracle cards by Megan Watterson today, and I think I used these very recently, but I felt like this was the deck to use, and I feel called to shuffle a little bit more, so let's just dive in. All right, so the first card for today is the Goddess of Never Not Broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. Yeah, this card really feels like she's kind of, maybe going through some difficult times and, apologies for some of the nudity, but it really feels like divine feminines are going through maybe a tougher healing period, and with the divine masculines too, there's like this period of kind of mastery and things needing to shift in order to move deeper. And it feels like it's kind of similar for the divine feminine this week as well. Kind of everything that you're going through on your twin flame journey, even if it feels like you're broken, even if it feels like there's something wrong, or there's something, shit's hitting the fan or anything like that, it's really important to understand that everything happens to bring you into deeper love. Everything happens to help you to heal, even the challenging times, even the things that you feel like you just can't handle. God never puts you into a situation that you can't handle, and God is not going to let you fall. God, even if you fail the test, God will still put you safely on solid ground. And so it's really important to surrender to God when you go through these challenges, and know that you are healing and moving towards what you desire, even if you're moving through something that feels like it's the opposite of what you desire. Because remember, when you make a choice to be in harmonious union, when you make a choice to be with your twin flame, or when you make a choice to ascend and be on this journey, everything that's out of alignment with what you have chosen has to go somewhere. It has to come up and out. And that's why it can seem like we make up a choice. We're like, I choose only peace, or I choose to be with my twin flame, I choose harmonious union, I choose peace, right? And even in all of those choices, all those good things, all the joyful things, all the stuff that you've been holding on to that's not that's blocking you from experiencing that, it has to come up, and you'll experience it. And you're kind of tested, like, do you want this? Do you still want this? Do you still want this pattern that you've been holding on to? Do you still want this old belief that you've been holding on to? Do you still want to continue with this behavior? And these are opportunities for you to say, like, no, I don't. I choose my harmonious union, and reaffirm what you've chosen, and go deeper in healing it with the mirror exercise. And then sometimes, when you've healed through it with the mirror exercise, you experience that upheaval. And in my experience, like, upheaval has been one of those things that I almost didn't trust my healing at first, especially when I first started this journey. It was almost like I would get swept up in the upheaval. I was like, oh no, I was healing it, and it's still here, and I just kind of got swept up in it. And that's kind of like ego's last ditch effort at trying to get you to come back into it, right? You get like involved in the upheaval that's leaving, because you can't heal upheaval, because upheaval is just what you've already healed. It's those bad feelings that you've already loved yourself through. Like, okay, you've healed them, and now they have to leave, right? And if it's not charged, if you're not angry at a particular thing, or sad at a particular thing, you're just like, oh, I just feel kind of, like, I feel upset, and I don't know why. And I don't feel charged. It just feels like oogie, right? All those things are upheaval, and you can just let it pass. And that's why we recommend, taking a walk or watching a movie or taking a nap, all these things to help you ground and process um, your upheaval. Because if you get caught up in trying to heal your upheaval, or you get caught up in the story, oh, it's not healed, then you will believe that and you'll kind of just like latch back onto it. You're like, no, I actually do want this, right? And so don't hang on to all these things telling you that you're broken. Don't hang on to all these things telling you that you'll never have your twin flame. You make a choice for harmonious union and then your twin flame freaks out. Like, all those things are just showing you, oh, here's something I need to heal. Here's something I need to let go of. And just say goodbye. Say goodbye to the ego. Even if your twin flame's freaking out, they'll get over it, because as soon as that upheaval's done, as soon as that block is healed, they'll change their tune. They'll love you because you've loved yourself. And that's just how, like, that's gonna be. Is just recognize that upheaval is a part of the healing process, and you never have to attach to it. It is not a part of you, and you can just let it go. All right, and the next card is the First Woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Yeah, and regardless of it being Lilith or any like biblical stories or anything like that, it is, this card is really like, you create your reality. You live the life that you want to live. And so if you are experiencing hell in your life in any place, if you're experiencing misery, if you're experiencing separation from your twin flame, like, you have the power to change that. And that's what the healing does. That's what letting go of these upsets. That's what letting go of these false beliefs, letting go of the upsets, letting go of separation consciousness altogether. Letting go of that stuff shifts your reality in no small way. At first, it may seem like nothing is happening, and a lot of people experience that. I do myself. Like, I can do a lot of healing, and it feels like I'm healing for months and months and months, and nothing happens or nothing changes. And then all of a sudden, everything changes at once. And that's kind of how this work is. And some people are manifestors, where they almost immediately manifest things. They heal, they manifest. But a lot of people too, like myself, it takes some time, because especially if you are manifesting something big, you're manifesting your harmonious union. That's not a small thing. You need the time to heal through all your blocks. Your twin flame is also healing in their own way, and you both need time to process and let go in a compassionate way. And a lot of times, if you start healing and then your twin flame shows up and you haven't healed all the way yet, you might fall back into those old patterns of like, oh, now I'm gonna latch onto my twin flame. If you're healing a pattern of attachment, right, or codependency, and you heal a little bit, right? You've healed maybe half of it, and you start to see, oh, my twin flame's coming back to me, yay! And then you fall back into that codependency. You're gonna, reintroduce that separation consciousness again. You're gonna kind of fall back to where you were, right? So that not being compassionate, sometimes you experience separation for longer than it actually seems necessary, but it actually is all for your growth and your well-being. Because your twin flame isn't sitting over there like twiddling their thumbs. They're also going through their own process. They're also going through all the healing in their own way. And when you're ready and you're feeling good and you're feeling good within yourself, your twin flame will be right there, because they'll be ready too. All right. And the next card, the Goddess of Devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. Yeah, this is just a deeper commitment to love on your journeys, Divine Feminines. And, if the Divine Masculines are doing something similar, it's really like, if you've watched the reading yesterday with the Divine Masculines, they're kind of mastering the inner work. They're mastering their own emotions and even their own like schedule, so that they can start to support themselves deeper. And this is the other side of that, is choosing devotion, choosing commitment to this work, because that's the only way that you're going to see progress. That's the only way that you're going to have a sustainable harmonious union. You don't just do the work until you get to harmonious union and then you stop. it continues, and it even goes deeper, and it's even more challenging in some cases, and in a lot of ways, because you're going through deeper and more challenging blocks when you reach harmonious union. So without that devotion and commitment to love, you're going to have a bad time, or you're going to fall right back into separation. So make sure when you make that choice for love, you choose to completely devote yourself, and that doesn't mean you do things that are not compassionate for you, or you try to change your whole life overnight. You make small changes towards your dreams, and once you feel confident in those small changes, you can expand. So don't set yourself up for failure. Just make small changes um, as you go deeper into your devotion to love. All right, the next card. The goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Yeah, you have, as we've discussed earlier, you have to really go deep in your emotions. You have to be willing to face your emotions, and anything that's deep, dark, and hard to face, right? You have to feel your feelings and let those things go. But it's also really important to have compassion with yourself as you move through these things, because this journey is going to bring up your deepest, darkest challenges, and it is beneficial to you to take your time. That doesn't mean you have to go slow, but that does mean to be compassionate and move at a compassionate pace. If you try to control and go faster than you're ready for, you may manifest something out of control, or what you think you want, and not what you actually need, or not what's actually compassionate for you. And while God won't let you completely go off the rails, right? You can get yourself into some not compassionate situations. I know at the beginning of my journey, I was just like, I'm gonna get into harmonious union. I don't care, and I was like, basically just putting all my own life energy into that one goal, and I manifested my union. I even manifested my harmonious union, but it wasn't sustainable because I didn't do it with God. It was kind of like I did it from a place of, I need this, I want to control this. And when you control your union, you're going to have a bad time. When you control your journey, you're going to have a bad time. So be compassionate with yourself. That is the only way to have a sustainable, loving, harmonious union that you actually desire, and not just a codependent nightmare of your union. Like, that's not the truth of your union. That's just what happens when you try to do it without love. All right. All right. So the last card is Mary Magdalene, the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. And I feel like this is really just calling you, divine feminines, to embrace your divinity. It's okay that you are human. It does not take away from your divinity. Something that Shalia said very recently, and also in, I believe, Romance in Sedona, the workshop that you can purchase on twinflamesuniverse.com. She says, it doesn't matter what blocks you have, and I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what she said verbatim, but just because you have blocks, it doesn't negate your divinity. And so respect that you're having a human experience, respect that you're having these blocks and challenges that are coming up to face, but that does not change the fact that you are divine. No feeling, regardless of what it is, or how ugly you think it is, or how damning you think it is, none of that makes you unlovable. None of that makes you any less divine. All that is an illusion that you are believing. And when you let go of those illusions, your true divinity is what's left. And so, respect that. Respect your feelings, honor your emotions, honor your experience, but know that you are divine ultimately, and there's nothing that you can do or say that can change that. Reminding yourself and centering yourself into that truth, will keep you in your peace and help you not get sucked into those more difficult feelings. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you need support going through these tougher times, these challenges along your journey, and maybe you're having a dark night of the soul, don't do this journey alone. There is support for you. My services are at sacredtwinflameunion.com. I provide one-on-one coaching services to help you through those challenges. And I also do card readings just like this that are more personalized to you and your individual experience, to help you understand the blocks that you're facing and where you need to look and heal deeper. Again, those are at sacredtwinflameunion.com, and I will see you all in the next video.